Hey y'all, welcome back to a new vlog. Today is going to be a bedroom refresh. I have some major decluttering and organizing to work on. I'm actually gonna also switch out my bed frame for something a lot more durable and nicer, and I have some new curtains to add. Well, not new. I have some more curtain panels to add in my bedroom, and yeah, just gonna do some freshening up, so I thought I'd bring you guys along and hopefully give you some motivation. So let's get started. Okay, part of the plan is to work on my laundry because it's getting a little behind. So I'm gonna start a load really quick before I get going on decluttering. It is officially that time where I need to declutter my clothes. So what I'm gonna do, the old-fashioned carry method, pull everything out and then put it all back in. I feel like it'll be a lot easier this way because I really need to like sort through individual items, but I also need to organize things by category. So I would love to have all my athletic wear together, all my casual like tops together, all my dressy stuff together. So I feel like the best way to organize that is to pull it all out. I'm gonna pull it out to the living room because once I pull it out there, I have no choice but to put it away because I don't want anybody else to see it. So if I put everything on the couch, for some reason I feel like I get a lot more done that way. So let's get started. By the way, this is a no judgment zone, okay? If you start being judgy, I'm just kidding, it's fine. Judge away, my friend. It's bad. And I'm just gonna throw it in this big old laundry basket that my neighbor put by the road. I was like, oh my gosh, you're throwing it away? She's like, yeah, the wheels keep falling off. And I'm like, well, I will take it. Because you can never have enough laundry baskets, and this one's massive. But like I said, everything out of the drawers is going in here. We'll wheel it out there, fold it, bring it back in. I cannot believe I'm doing this right now. But I know that when I get this done, I'm gonna feel 100 times better. I don't even wear half these jeans. Once I got all the clothes gathered up and took to the living room, I went ahead and moved back into my bedroom to finish up in here, and then I figured I could always do the laundry later. Procrastination at its finest. But it was definitely time for a new bed frame. Our old one was not sturdy and not exactly the style I've always wanted in my space, especially my room. I've wanted a new bed frame for a while, but you know, honestly, they just never really stood out to me. I knew I wanted something small space, but also beautiful, functional. I wanted something a little taller off the ground, so I had a spot for storage underneath. And honestly, nothing ever stood out to me that I wanted to purchase or that I really liked for my space. And so we've just kind of kept the old bed frame and just covered it up with big blankets. As you can see, the box spring, oh my gosh, the box spring was chewed up in the corner from this big boy that's on the rug. When he was a puppy, he actually chewed that up. So yeah, this is like well overdue. And I finally came across the bed frame that is not only beautiful but affordable too, and I think you guys are gonna love it. A huge thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring today's video. Let me get this space cleaned up, and then we are gonna install the new FlexiSpot Japanese Joinery Bed frame. And as you can see, we do use underneath our bed for storage, but unfortunately, because it is so low to the ground, we're really limited on what we can actually put under here, and then the things we can put under kind of just have to be like floating under there, so it just becomes a nightmare. I always wanted something a little taller so I could actually use like baskets and bins and slide them under, and so the new bed frame I have, I can actually do that now. So this is going to be perfect for our small house. And I will show you guys the difference in just a little bit. But first off, I'm going to clean real quick because you got to have a clean space if you're going to bring in a new bed frame. So after getting it cleaned up, I did bring in the box. As you can see, it came in one big box, which was really nice. And everything was so easy to put together. I did it completely by myself in about 20 minutes, so it didn't take long at all. And what really stood out to me about this bed frame is the woodworking. The interlocking joints not only look amazing, but they offer a tighter, more stable structure structure, because traditional frames are usually just held by screws and they loosen over time, causing all that creaking and the unstable frame, but not with this one. This one, you're gonna get a super cool look, but also a solid structure. It's made with rubber wood, so basically it's hardwood at its highest strength and hardness, and it's even coated with a moisture and scratch resistant coating. Once you have the frame built, you just use these self-adjusting screws to make sure everything's locked in place, and then you add these slats over the top. Now, this also comes with really high strength Velcro, so it is not going to budge at all. And I really like that these slats are really close together, so I didn't even have to use that old box spring that I have been just wanting to get rid of forever. The FlexiSpot bed frames can be customized too, so you can even add an electric bed frame converter, you can add nightstands, headboards, even a pillow board. Essentially customize it to exactly what you want. The bed frame I personally picked out is a queen size, and I got the natural walnut color. If you are on a budget and looking for a great high quality bed frame, look no further. I will have the link down below in my description box so you can upgrade your bed frame today. And just check out this before and after. I'm pretty sure it speaks for itself, but in case you needed a reminder to get a new bed frame. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some decluttering now right here in my nightstand. It has been, ever since I bought these nightstands, that's how long it's been since I've organized them. So it's been a while, a long time. And you know what? Let me just say, I feel like how many times have I shared declutter organizing videos with you guys and nothing ever quite stuck. And I was actually just talking to my sister-in-law about this because I was like, I'm in the mood to just throw everything away. Who else gets like that? I know I'm not alone. I definitely have my moments where I'm like, I'm done. I just want to start over completely. But then she's like, well, that's not going to fix anything. Absolutely. You're right. It's not. In the moment, I'll feel better, but it doesn't fix anything. So whenever you are decluttering or organizing, try to think long term, like what is the end solution going to be? Is everything going to have a specific home? Is it going to make sense? That is not something I always did. And I cannot even begin to tell you how many times I've decluttered and got rid of a lot of stuff because I got excited in the moment and I'm just like going all in. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that shirt, or oh, I should have, kept that. I wasn't as intentional as I'm going into it this time. And I do think a little bit of this has to do with some ADHD. I think I'm an all or nothing person, or personality type, I should say. But I definitely think that can have its faults, and it can definitely create some chaos overall, and it just turns into a repetitive cycle of, okay, clean, declutter, organize, and then it stays like that for a week or two, and then boom, we're back to square one. And that's like not the cycle I want to be on. I'm in this new phase of life where I'm ready to just be like, I'm ready to be organized and like live my life and not have to keep doing this massive amount of deep cleaning and decluttering. Like, this is crazy. And I just had this like random thought the other day. It's like, I spend so much of my time cleaning and organizing and focusing on things that I shouldn't be focused on. Had this space just stayed organized from the very beginning, I could be putting this amount of time into something else that matters more to me. So I'm just working on getting back to that point again, and hopefully it sticks this time. And I'm trying, like I said, to be a little bit more intentional about how I'm decluttering and organizing so it does last, and I create more of a system, not just a temporary solution. And speaking of that, I also wanted to tell you I've gotten on a really great routine, specifically a morning routine, and it's something I've never, ever had in my life. I am 32 years old. I'll be 33 in December, and I have never had a solid routine that I can say I've done every single day for X amount of days. Like, I have never been able to say that. And so for the first time in my life, I have created a routine, you guys, and it makes me so proud. It genuinely does, because I have always made excuses as to why I can't. My brain doesn't work like that, or I just like to go with the flow, or just whatever it may be. And don't get me wrong, I am spontaneous and I do work great under pressure for some reason. However, the way that I handle stress now at my age is different than I used to handle it. So it started to affect like my overall mood and the way that I like carried myself. And also I didn't have time to take care of me either. So setting routines and schedules and just kind of making a plan has actually really improved my life so much in such a short amount of time, and I've actually had more time. Surprisingly, I used to always think the opposite. If you have like a strict schedule or routine, you're never going to have time for anything else because you're on this like strict schedule. But that's not the case at all. You actually open up your day to being able to have a lot more freedom. And I'm going to be real, I don't even know why I'm on this subject or how I got here. So yeah. Anyway, I'm folding my athletic wear now. So the game plan here is to separate by type and color. I'm also putting all the sets together. So I do have a lot of athletic wear, but if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that this is what I wear 99% of the time. Oops. Actually, as a matter of fact, if I have the option to wear athletic wear outside of like my day-to-day chores, for instance, if we're going to dinner, but we're going to a restaurant that's like not that nice, I'm like, oh, I can wear my athletic wear. Okay, cool. So this is what I wear most of the time. So I do have an overabundance, but this is all of it too. You know, I actually pulled all of it out of my drawers, everything out of my closet. So collectively, I don't think I'm just, I'm over here justifying myself and defending myself. I don't have to do that. This is what I do for a living. I wear athletic wear all the time. I like to have a variety. So yeah, I'm separating by color, shape, size, and then going to put it all in the drawers as organized as I possibly can. Oh, speaking of that, so before I did this, I actually asked y'all on Instagram if y'all had any advice, okay? And I wanted to share what Sophia had to say because I loved what she said. I thought it was like so great. So she sent me like a long message basically telling me that she loves to organize and she does a great job. She sent me photos as well. But she said that the most important rule is to take the extra 30 seconds to put the keys on the hook, put your shoes in the closet, or throw the can in the recycling. She said it gets overwhelming when all the little things add up, so just live by this rule. I love this so much because it is true. If you just take that little extra couple seconds to go put it back where it was, you won't give it the opportunity to pile up. So that is definitely so helpful. Thank you so much, Sophia, for sending that to me. And she, like I said, she sent me photos of her organized closets, and it was such a huge inspiration to actually work on this project today. So yeah, huge shout out to you. I am so grateful for you taking the time to send me your message and your photos. Let me know in the comments below what is your biggest advice for keeping a clean, tidy home. If you're someone who cleans really good, organizes, like I love her advice, take that extra 30 seconds. If you have some quick, just game-changing advice for anyone, let me know what it is down below in the comments. Okay, I'm going to show you my drawers because I did go through all of them. So these are all like tank tops, like workout athletic tops. And then in here, I have all my workout sets. So like matching sets. Sometimes I mix and match, but I decided to put all of them together. Down here at the bottom is where I have all of my leggings, and as you can see, most of them are black, black and gray, because you can never go wrong. And then over here, I have all of like just basic shirts, like, you know, comfortable shorts to wear around the house. And then bottom down here is just shorts to wear like out, like denim, stuff like that I wear all the time. And then in this one, I have some of my sweatpants, socks, and then I got these little containers from Walmart. They come with little dividers. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to be using those once I finish washing all my clothes. I got some like sports bras to add and things like that. And then underwear here, bras there. This drawer's empty for now. So yeah, it feels great. Oh, look, check it out. And then I finished organizing all this. It looks so good. I'm in love with my room. Excuse me, that's rude. That's rude. You did that right on camera. You tell him no. Oh, excuse me. Stop it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make the bed really quick for absolutely no reason at all. You'll see in just a second why. So the pillows that I have on the bed, right? Okay, first of all, the comforter, I'm going to link that because it's really great. It's a little wrinkly, and no matter what I do, it gets a little wrinkly, but it just looks like fluffy and cozy, and it's lightweight, perfect for summer or winter in my opinion, especially like if you live in like a hotter climate. So I definitely love the comforter. I did get a California King for my bed, which I know is like obnoxious because I have a queen, but I like as big of a blanket as we can get. I prefer that. The pillow covers are from Amazon. Those are also a must. And this blanket that I'm throwing here at the end of the bed is from Bedsure. It's also a must. It's so good. And look at this. I left for a second and came back, and this girl had done made herself comfortable. But I let her sleep, and I went ahead and moved on to adding the extra curtains. Now, I can also link these below for you if you're interested. I can link anything that you are interested in, as long as I can link it. Duh. But anyway, so I'm adding the extra curtain panels. This is very much needed because this is such a large window, and I also had to extend the curtain rod on one side to make the window look even because it's not centered of the wall. It looks absolutely crazy without the curtains. And I kind of was thinking, would it look weird if I left the curtain panel in the center right there? Because this window is so large. I have currently 2 blinds, and so there's like a weird gap. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about leaving it with the 3 set panels, but I don't know if that looks weird or not. I don't know. It kind of looks a little odd, but let me know what your thoughts on that. I've seen some where they leave it just like this, is what I mean. I don't know. I kind of don't like that the more I look at it. But I think either way, it just depends on your personal preference. But once I added the extra curtain panels, this looked so much better. And honestly, I need to get new blinds, but y'all already know how I feel about that. There's just certain things that I just don't like to spend money on. I don't know what it is. I'm just super cheap with certain things when it comes to like tennis shoes are one of them. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know I've been in like this shoe situation for a while. I don't like to spend money on shoes. I also don't like to buy blinds or like certain things for the house. I don't know. I just feel like it's a waste of money when I can just buy the plastic ones that work. You know, blinds are blinds in my opinion. But we've actually just been closing our curtains instead of actually using the blinds. So I kind of think I don't even want blinds anymore. They just collect dust anyway. So I honestly think I'm going to take them down and try it out since we just close our curtains at the end of the night. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else have just curtains up and no blinds? And do you like it? What do you think? I kind of worry about what it's going to look like from the outside of the house, but I mean, I guess I really don't care. I don't know. Either way, let me know what your thoughts are on that. I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to like lift the blinds up and look and see what it looks like from the outside and then decide. So I think I'll do that. Okay, y'all, bedroom has been cleaned and organized. It looks amazing. I love the bed frame. I like that it like gave the bed some height off the floor, but it's actually lower than the bed used to sit because we used to have the box spring, and this is just so much nicer. I think it looks incredible, and I went through all the drawers, reorganized everything, as well as for the closet, went through it and organized, so that feels great to have all that done. Just kind of like a fresh start. So yeah, I really like it. Let me know what y'all think of the bed frame. I want to find a dresser that's this color. I think would be really pretty. Maybe something a little shorter so it doesn't feel so bulky, like not as wide, shorter. I think would be really cool. Something like mid-century because I really love that look. But yeah, that's what we're working with. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Why is it so messy? But it's okay. I'm gonna fix that. Like I said, this is one of those situations where I've created simple, quick, easy solutions and I never really thought it through on organizing properly. It was more so previous videos I would just declutter to declutter and clean just to clean for content. I hate to say that out loud. I don't know why. It makes me feel icky. I don't like that. I kind of don't even want to share that voiceover. But I'm going to anyway because this is the part of the journey of like finding me again, right? So anyway, the first time I ever decluttered in here, I did just make it more so aesthetic, not necessarily functional. This time around, I'm like, we're going to go for functionality, not so much aesthetic. So it might not look the best, but it will be functional this time around. Okay, here is how it looks all organized now. I have this Lazy Susan that's much bigger than the last one I had, so it fits a lot more. I have all my hair tools here, hair supplies down at the bottom. This is Dylan's bin. He does have more than that, but it's in the other bathroom. Usually he just keeps all his stuff in there. And then I have all my makeup, lotions, perfumes I wear daily. Very happy to have that done. And then while I was at it, I went ahead and cleaned out these cabinets. So we now have a spot for all of our towels. I have my feminine products in here, kind of tucked away, and then when I need those, I can just put this little basket on the back of the toilet, so that's like super functional. Up here, it needs a little work. I'll have to reorganize this another day, but I have a bunch of Band-Aids, medicines, and stuff I need to go through. Hair trimmers, all my nail supplies. So, oops. That it could look better, but it's better than what it was. And then down here we just have some stock of toilet paper and paper towels, and then plenty of room to spare. So I actually plan on putting some extra sheets in here that we need for our bedroom, and then the kids' sheets I'm gonna fold, put them into a pillowcase, and then they're gonna have that in one of their dresser drawers as like extra sheets for their room. Instead of having them all stacked up in here, it'll be more functional to have each individual bedding set in each other's rooms. So that is the game plan, but this looks so much nicer. He makes his way in here. There's not enough room for him. It's bad luck to be under the ladder.
Luckily, all we did was slit it.
Gotta get some more light bulbs for it now. Do you have light bulbs for it by chance? You're an electrician, you don't have light bulbs on your fan?
Surprisingly, we don't supply light bulbs.
What? That looks so good.
I thought it was too bright.
You thought it was too bright?
Yeah, because they're on the same switch, so.
Right. The more light, the merrier.
Sure.
But not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because if you want to just turn the light off, you could just turn, you know what I'm saying? With this. So I didn't really get to show you guys that much yesterday, but we did end up putting the new light in. I do have to get some more light bulbs for it because there's 2 that were out. But how cool is that? So now I have a chandelier in my bathroom. And let me tell you, it's been amazing. It kicks air like you would not believe. And before, this room would get so like full of moisture, which we do have the windows, so that's why there was never like an actual fan installed. But this helps so much because typically we just like crack the door as soon as we get out of the shower, open the window, and then with the fan it helps so much. We've never had like really a moisture issue as far as like anything like that goes, but the chandelier is a game changer and it's so beautiful. I love these so much. I want to get more because I put one out there in the laundry room and now I have this one. My daughter wants one as well. I kind of want one in the kitchen so I can turn on some fans. I'm just kidding. But anyway, how cool is that?